Kia ora, welcome to my happy place. I just came into play, so I thought you might be interested. I was watching BettsyDoodle's channel yesterday, and she was showing how she did her homemade Christmas paper. So I thought I'd just come in and have a little bit of a play. My husband's out in the shed making something. So excuse me, coughing all over the place. I just had to go out in the rain to get him to open my gesso container. It was so tight I couldn't open it. So I'm just putting a bit of gesso on it, and we'll see how we go. It's terrible weather. It's raining. It's not cold, it's quite warm, but I'm not feeling very well, so I've got the good old faithful winter dressing gown on, which was new this year but doesn't look new anymore because it's got paint and glue and goodness knows what on it that won't come off because I'm such a mucky pup, as my father-in-law used to say. My little great-grandson is developing the two lovely black eyes. He went for a haircut the day before yesterday with his mother, and she was taking him to the dairy for a lolly for a treat. A dairy is like a convenience store or a 7-Eleven. I don't know what else you call them, but it's where you can go for your bread and milk and lollies and ice creams, and they sell a few grocery items and the such like. Anyway, she took him and he had his Crocs on and he ran and tripped on something and face planted into the lolly stand and gave himself a lovely crack across the bridge of his nose. Hayley had him to the hospital, but they were so busy because there'd been 2 bad accidents that day, so they sent everybody over to the urgent doctors, and she said there were just so many people, so she brought him to me to see what I thought. But he could breathe through his nose, and he's such a little fella that if he'd concussed himself he would have started vomiting, so I just said take him home, keep an eye on it, which he did, and he's fine. But he's developing 2 lovely black eyes, poor little fella. What else has been going on? Our girls have their end of year assemblies on 3 days next week. Ashley was in road patrol this year because it's her last year of primary school, we call it, and so they're having awards for that and awards for the speech contest that they did this year. They've split their prize giving into 2 lots, which is so silly, but or 3 lots because they've already had their sports one, and so we've got that on Monday at 2 o'clock, and then Bethany's in her first year at high school. she is getting an award. So we've got hers on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we go back to Ashley's for her end of the year school assembly. I don't know whether she's getting an award or not. They don't tell them at that school. So anyway, I've just sewed a few, and I'll come back in a little while when I'm starting to put some paint on them. Right, I'm back, and I put my first coat of paint on, and now I'm just stamping with bubble wrap. And I got this idea for this glove off Nina Ribena. Thought, oh, what an awesome idea. I'll just have to make one of those. So I just thought I'd come on and show you what I'm doing. Nothing fantastic. I used the school paints, and BettsyDoodle was using them as well, and she said the red wasn't very red, it was quite orangey, and it is quite orangey, but hey, colour is colour as far as I'm concerned. I'm just using gesso for the bubbles, and it's quite cool actually. So I think I'm going to put some gold or something like that on it, some stamping on it, but I'll come back again a bit later. Well, I've finished number one. I put some smaller green bubble wrap on it, and then I put a homemade stamp on it, this one here, and then I I did that in gold, and then I did homemade stamp with a ball to look like silver balls. Oh, I don't have to lift that, do I? Bring you in a bit and see if you can see it. You can see the silver balls. Oh, and I also stamped in black Merry Christmas. I'm quite happy with that. It looked quite cool. Definitely looks homemade. So I'm going to put that one to dry now, and I'll come back with another one. Well, this is number two. It doesn't look all that flash on the screen, but it looked quite cool in the flesh, so to speak. It has got silver zigzags on it, and red balls and red dots and Merry Christmas, and just some white marks with a credit card, and it actually looks quite cool. So that's number two. This is number three, and I think this one's my favourite so far. I've just braided gold and red and blue and white, and stamped on some circles and some lines, and honeycomb and black, and I think it's come out really cool. It doesn't look so fabulous on the screen, but I like it. So it's number three. I'm going to do one more, which is going to be a birthday one, and then I'll be finished. And this is number 4, and this is the birthday one for, I'm going to wrap my granddaughter's birthday present in it. She's 14 on the 14th of this month. She'll be 14. And so I've just stamped all different things on it and sprayed different colours on it. Blue is her favourite colour. So that's that. And so that's 4 sheets of wrapping paper done tonight. And it's almost 1:45, so I think it must be time for me to go to bed. So I shall put some photos in the at the end of the video. And if anybody's with me, kia kaha, stay strong, and I'll see you again soon.